She was born in February last year, says Janette, but we'd never met her. There was a lovely christening while we were there, were her godparents. They were away for 3 weeks. Just as well, in the circumstances, because their professional diaries are chock-a-block. Janette is about to embark on the Strictly tour. It begins on Thursday in Birmingham, but, for the first time, as the show's host, while Aljaz will be dancing with his latest Strictly partner, Sarah Davis, from Dragon's Den. Janette's mother, Maritza, will be flying over from Miami to watch her daughter at the O2 in London, where the tour ends. Then, with her husband Luis, they will watch Janette and Aljaz perform their Remembering the Oscars show later this spring. Next, Burn the Floor, the dance show on which Janette and Aljaz, 31, first met in 2010, will tour for 9 dates in the summer. And then, before you know it, it will be Strictly time again. Phew. The last 12 months have seen Janette totally reinvent herself. For the first time in 9 years, she didn't take part in Strictly, although she maintained a close link with it by replacing Zoe Ball as the presenter of the daily spin-off show, It Takes Two. I've long wanted to establish myself as a presenter, she says. And, luckily, I was able to achieve that when I got the break to co-host Morning Live, the show that follows BBC Breakfast each weekday morning. That was a big pinch-me moment. Gethin Jones is the main host and he taught me so much. His best bit of advice was to make sure he'd done really thorough research on anyone he'd be interviewing, and especially if it was someone he'd never met before on Strictly. There's no substitute for doing your homework properly. For all this seamless transfer to becoming a TV host, it must have been hard to find herself not dancing anymore. Hand on heart, did she miss it? A lot. Strictly was my family for so long. I'm married to someone who was still dancing on the show. I found it very hard, she smiles. Being a dancer is who I am. I'm 38 now and my body is changing. It felt strange not being physically active, not activating my endorphins on a daily basis. Now I go to the gym regularly and watch what I eat because I'm not burning off the calories through dancing every day. But the gods were smiling on her. I was given an incredible opportunity to have one last dance on TV. Sarah James, the producer of Strictly, called me on my birthday in November and said she had a present for me. She asked me to dance with Aljaz as Ed Sheeran sang his new song on the final of the show. I must admit I cried. Janette might no longer be a Strictly regular, but her links with the show were reinforced by hosting It Takes Two. I'm not a very competitive person. I wanted everyone to do well. So I loved following the journey of each couple. And no one more so than Rose Ayling-Ellis, who'll be dancing on the Strictly tour with her professional partner, Giovanni Pernice. What is happening where you live? Find out by adding your postcode or visit in your area. She's a remarkable young woman. I still marvel at how she's able to dance without being able to hear the music. It's as though she feels it, says Janette. Watching her always made me emotional, as it did so many people. That moment when the music stopped in their couple's choice and they kept dancing will go down as one of the standout moments. She was an inspiration. Janette shared hosting duties of It Takes Two with Rylan Clark, who'd been battling demons of his own following the collapse of his marriage. "We only co-hosted the first show and the last. But we had so much fun. Rylan really is one of the nicest men in showbiz. It was so good to see him back to being himself again. We didn't get into his personal life. But I do think that being back on It Takes Two was just the tonic he needed." Janette could not be more excited about her hosting role on the Strictly tour. "I've been on the tour many times, so I know the ropes. And yes, I will get to dance in the opening and a little bit in the finale with Alyaj. Not that she's quite consigned her dancing pumps to mothballs, because she and Alyaj will be starring in Remembering the Oscars, which tours the UK from the end of March until the beginning of May. You're going to get a night at the Academy Awards," she says. "All styles of dancing, including a little bit of Bollywood courtesy of Slumdog Millionaire. We'll also be reflecting some of the amazing choreography from films like La La Land, Flashdance and A Chorus Line. And, if all of this were not enough, she and Alyaj will be part of a short tour of Burn the Floor. So those are the professional plans for 2022. But what of her personal goals? Now I can host and present," she says. "It's taken a huge weight off my shoulders when it comes to family and children. I now feel free to move forward in my personal life. Both Alyaj and I are very close to our families, even though they're so far away. We talk to them every single day. We've always said we want children of our own one day. It's been a long-held dream. As history has shown, she has a habit of achieving her dreams." Strictly Come Dancing Live UK Arena Tour, January 20th to February 13th. For tickets, visit strictlycomedancing.com/.